Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar. This is Reads of the Week, and you can see I just got a pile of books here. These are books I've read this week. There should be review videos for most, if not all, these things up on my YouTube channel. Now, last week I got a whole stack of books here I acquired in the last week. I still got to read and probably do reviews for. So I don't want you to think that I'm just forgetting these things. I got all this Daredevil, for example, that I picked up. I want to read all this. Uh, I got these two alternative books I didn't make it to this week. Hopefully I'll get to them like on the weekend or something. Then got some mail call. I got this envelope from overseas has Killtopia in it. This one has After the Gold Rush in it. I'm leaving them in their packages just because I don't want them to get dinged up or something like that. I still got to do a review of El Crudo #2. So I got a ton of stuff, man. My desk is once again covered in comic books. Gosh darn it! So how do the things I read this week stack up? And I'm doing this super impromptu. Like I didn't really think about it too awful hard before I sat down to start recording this. So we're winging it. I'm trying to think if I read anything I didn't actually like. I guess Livewire. Now there's stuff I did like in this Livewire. It wraps up the plot that was going on here pretty well. But there's two different artists, which you may know always irks me, and nothing happens. It's all her yelling at people and people yelling at her and coming to the conclusion that, hey, we're just not going to resolve anything. So this book is definitely kind of subpar. Look, here's art over here. Hold on, do we get that same character in a different art style? No, but we do get the new senator. So here he is unpacking boxes. Here he is unpacking boxes. Look, it's not even like there's not even a ad or something right here so that you flip it over and you're confronted with a different art style. It's literally two different art styles right here. Plus, if you watch my review video, you will know I found like three separate like things that the editor should have caught. And if I'm doing that when I'm reading casually, an editor being paid money should have done it. This book is the worst book of the week. I love that cover though. That cover is dope. I love that it looks like a modern news magazine like sitting on the shelf. I guess it's more like a Cosmo or something because it's got the How to Detox Your Nanites. It's pronounced Twali. Oh yeah. Alternate universe and artificial intelligence, Japan's rise in modern society. Oh, that's a good pun. Like I like that. The actual content of the book kind of stunk. Absolutely kind of stunk. Let's see. Is there anything that's even in the okay bucket? Hold on. Hold on. Yes. I think White Widow managed to escape Livewire's fate. It's definitely up above the cut. It's definitely above the threshold of suck. And we got to put Flashpoint down. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm like saying, "Oh, Flashpoint is great." I didn't really enjoy the Flashpoint event when it started. It dredges up a lot of why are we rebooting? We just did Final Crisis and wrapped up like some amazing plot lines. Let's get some new plots instead of rehashing old ones. But I really enjoy the Batman in that setting. I think he's super dope, and it's got that very nice looking Andy. Is it Andy Kubert? Andy Kubert. Oh man, it's got that really nice art. So it looks great. I just don't really care for the story. I'd probably rate this lower than White Widow. Now, White Widow is, of course, sold on the strength of the cover by the cover artist, James Tynion. The interior art absolutely does not stand up to the cover art, but you know what? It's still okay looking. It's still okay looking. It's not Andy Kubert, but it's all right. The thing I really didn't like is, number one, the main character is an idiot. Number two, in order to understand the story, you actually had to read White Widow 2.5 because this picks up after that, and this is just #2 with more stuff. Why wasn't this stuff just included in #2? You can't just throw people in like that. I mean, you can read it and kind of understand, and it's great because you're giving me like the little boxes that say, hey, this happened in this issue, but this isn't like I go to the store and I see, the actual Roger #5. I never saw this 2.5. Where did this come from? Who knows? And that's it. That's it for the okay. Oh my gosh, that's it for okay? Are you kidding me? Everything else is good? Well, I think El Crudo is probably just below the threshold of awesome, but I'm going to put it in the threshold of awesome bucket. There's some stuff I really like in here. There's a lot of setup, a lot of talking. I probably read this a couple weeks ago and did it and ranked it then. You know what? Let's just set it aside because I don't remember if I've had this on reads of the week before. So we'll set it aside. It was pretty darn fun. You should go read my review of it. I got this copy for free, but you can go to their website and you can read this for free on their website. So you don't have to take my word for its quality. You can go read it for free. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, especially once he finishes his airdrop. At that point, we're out of like all the plotty stuff, you know, the like setup and all that, which I deconstructed some of that pretty hardcore. But we get out of that, we drop him in, and he just starts like killing dudes, and it's awesome. And gosh, the rest of this is all awesome, huh? Well, yeah, no, I got to put actual Roger up above the threshold awesome too. I think it's right at the bottom. This issue is a great way to end the series. I wish the rest of the series had the quality of this issue, because I was like issues 2 and 3. I was like pretty rough on those. Issue 5, it's really good. It's funny in the right places. It's serious in the right places. There's a lot of non sequitur humor, which is something I like. Red Koi, I think I'm going to put up next. Great stuff. There's some art stuff I don't like about it, namely the way she's drawn in places. But she fights this giant spider. There's lots of very like Japanese kind of storytelling in it. It's great stuff. It is absolutely great stuff. Oh, Savage Avengers 7. Hold on. Hold on. You know what? Hold on. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. This is over an okay. Okay, forget El Crudo's there, but this is in the okay pile. We've changed artists again. The writing in this, there's a lot of stuff I don't care about happening. And then there's like a little bit of stuff I do care about. And it just seems like I didn't enjoy it. It was a letdown compared to previous issues. Oh man, this is getting into like some tough stakes. I guess Punchline has to go next in in the awesome pile. So I would put it like at number 5 for the week right here. This is a fun story. There's actually 2 separate stories. I should be more clear. There's like some heartwarming family discussion drama stuff going on at the beginning, and then over here, boom! It's the Rock Hulk, and it's actually really fun. 2 different artists, but that's okay because they're 2 different stories. You can live with it. I'm still wondering if this is the old school like timely Marvel character Golden Girl, but whatever, doesn't matter. It came out on a Wednesday. Has to be next. The Frank Kongor story. Let me just flip that open because this is awesome. Just look at this. Look at this giant monster, crazy indie comic madness. This on its own kind of carries the whole book. But the other stories aren't so bad either. There's only one I didn't really like. It was the Strange Friend thing. That one was kind of eh. But the rest were fun. The rest were fun. And it's a dope cover too. Let me turn it sideways so you can see the whole cover. Now, turn your head and look at that. That's pretty dope, ain't it? So, gosh, Midnight Mystery has to be next, man. We've like hit all these alternative books up here. That's amazing. This was fun. It's spooky. It's atmospheric. It's plotty. There's crazy occult madness going on. The cover's dope. The art's dope. The dialogue is dope. The pacing is dope. Everything is dope. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. Yeah, look at this. A reprint of a 30-year-old comic is next. I can't help it. Nightfall, especially this chapter, is amazing because this comes at the culmination of Bane systematically destroying Bruce Wayne's life. And it is super fulfilling. Every page, every panel, every text box, every motion, every stroke of the pen, the pencil, every little bit of coloring, it all has a purpose. If you've ever wanted to read a comic book that's essentially an action book where everything has a purpose and it's really more thoughtful than you're giving it credit for, this is the book. Nightfall was a fantastic story. This is like the penultimate issue that really kind of defines that era of Batman and makes Bane into the absolute monster of Batman villains that he should be, because he's the Batman villain who can handle Batman physically and handle him mentally. Other Bat villains can do one or the other, like the Joker definitely can handle Batman mentally. The Riddler can approach it, you know? You've got like Clayface, that's a big physical enemy. Killer Croc, physical enemy. Bane is both of those. And number one, this is actually from the previous week when it came out, but I didn't read it until this past week. Fantastic take on the death of Superman, showing like what separates him morally from other people, what what makes having someone with his level of power bearable in the DC comic universe, how his moral strength prevents their whole planet from like sliding into chaos. There's one bit in here where let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Man, let me just show some of this stuff because the fights just look really great. Like, this doesn't look like this is a one-off comic. This looks like something that you want people to buy. You're like, yeah, we're going to put like a pretty good artist on this. But there's one bit in here that I think really kind of defines it. See, the people, they're afraid of you. Why are they afraid of you? That's the difference between someone else with his power and Superman himself. Fantastic stuff. So that's what I've read this week. I guess we had some misfires in our rating scheme, but that's what I read this week. That's kind of the short version of what I thought about most of this stuff. And go check out my reviews if you want more. I can definitely recommend this if you haven't bought it already. I heard the Nightfall Dark Multiverse story wasn't too good, but if there's still one on the shelf, I'm going to at least flip through it next time I'm in the store. Because I read this and it got me so hype. That's how it's supposed to work. This reprint here, for $1, is supposed to sell you on other products. It's actually advertising. It's also a ton of fun. And it makes me want to go reread the original Nightfall. It makes me want to reread or go read the Dark Multiverse Nightfall thing. So, yeah. Dopeness, absolute dopeness. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I sure hope to see you again next time. So until then, bye bye.